I'm making another video. I'm singing like a fool so you can too. Please watch till the end so you can know what to do. If you don't, then your grade will be poo. Okay, students, we are now halfway through the third marking period. That means the year is officially mostly over. If you are currently happy with your grade, then congratulations, you are in the minority. A lot of you are currently struggling. Maybe not like failing struggling, but definitely close, okay? There's a lot of D's, a lot of low C's sitting out there. So this assignment goes out to everybody who thinks that your grade could be better. Even those of you with 98s, I know you want that last 2%. So here are 3 things that you guys need to do to improve your grades, okay? Now, I'm not speaking to everyone right now. You might only really struggle with one of these concepts. You might struggle with all 3 of them, okay? Now, I'm gonna go from what I think is the most effective way for most people to improve their grade to the one where it's affecting the fewest people, but it's affecting those people a lot, okay? So there's 3 things. I want you to pay attention to all 3 of them if you want to improve your grade. So number 1, treat every assignment as if you only get 1 shot, okay? I think a lot of you are relying on your retakes more than you're relying on yourselves. How much time does it take you to take an assignment 3 times? If it takes you 5 minutes per attempt, as you're just kind of looking through the questions, gauging them for a few seconds and then guessing, and then the next time you try to figure out which ones you got right and wrong, and then you take it a 3rd time and you try to do it again, and you still only end up barely passing with a 70. That took you 15 minutes to get a barely passing grade. Why not instead you take those 15 minutes and genuinely dedicate them to solving the question? They calibrate these tests for an average of 1 minute to 2 minutes per question. If you're taking 1 minute per question on a 10-question quiz, that's only 10 minutes. So if you actually take the time, read through it, assess the answer, and try your hardest the first time, you may not have to take it 2 or 3 times. Okay, you guys are doubling and tripling your workload by trying to cheat through multiple questions by just guessing. Okay, it will be a lot easier for you if you try to do it in just 1 shot. Okay, now that being said, it is also important that you do that because many of you will be returning to brick and mortar schools in the future. Most of you are probably not going to stay on full online education. So you're currently practicing to take every exam 2 or 3 times, but when you're in school, you don't get 2 or 3 attempts. You get 1 shot on a quiz. And if it's really bad and you have a genuine reason why you did poorly, the teacher might sometimes give you an opportunity to take it again. But most of the time, the grade you get is the grade you get. Do not treat online school any differently. Every time you take a quiz, make that quiz your 1 shot. Now, you do happen to get a bonus 2nd shot. And if I can see that you've worked really hard and you have taken your time on those first 2 attempts, many times I will give you a 3rd attempt. Not every time, but sometimes. So treat every assignment as if it's your 1 shot at getting it done. Chances are it will be a lot better for you if you do. Number 2, do not rely on extra credit. Many of you are asking me for extra credit assignments, but here's the thing. It's extra credit.
Are we ready for that extra credit?
Extra credit.
That's the spirit.
Not makeup credit, right? When I give extra credit, and I made this very clear from the beginning, extra credit is not, oh, I'm behind in my grade. What can I do to make it better? No. Extra credit is, hey, here's a worthwhile thing I think you should try and do. And if you do it, I will give you points towards your grade because you went out of your way and did something extra.
Extra credit.
Extra credit is credit that you can earn beyond your original credit, but you have to earn your first credit first. Imagine this. Imagine this is what drives me crazy. It drives me crazy when kids ask for extra credit when they're failing. Okay? Imagine you go to Chipotle or you go to Taco Bell and you get a burrito, okay? And they put the meat on and then they put the rice on and you asked for cheese and they don't put any cheese on, right? So it's just meat and rice in a bag. Seems like garbage, right? And then without even putting the cheese on, they ask you, do you want extra guacamole? And you're like, I mean, I would like some guacamole, but you haven't put any on yet. And they go, no, do you want extra guacamole? And you're like, yeah, sure, I guess. And then they take a normal sized scoop of guacamole and put it on your meat and rice and wrap up your burrito and give it to you. They didn't give you the cheese in the first place, so their burrito was a failure. And then they didn't do the first guacamole, and now they're asking you if you want extra guacamole. It doesn't make any sense. That's guaca crazy, right? It doesn't, that makes no sense. So why on earth would you not do the first work and then ask for extra credit? It makes no sense. Okay, so don't ask me for extra credit if you haven't done the first credit. The extra credit isn't going to make up for the fact that you didn't do it the first time. That extra 2% isn't going to help you next year, right? It's not going to help you be a better person. It's not going to help you be more educated. It's just going to change your F from a D. So you went from literally failing to basically failing. Not a good look. Okay, do not rely on extra credit because one, I'm not going to give it to you. And two, you shouldn't be asking for it anyway because you didn't put the guac on. Number 3. Don't cheat.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Appreciate it.
Don't cheat. Don't cheat. That's all I can say. You guys are smart. You're online natives. You know exactly what to do and where to go and how to get information. I've seen people posting on Reddit asking for ingenuity answers. Okay, like I'm not dumb. All right, I'm barely older than you guys. All right, I know where you're going and how you're getting these answers. And I have caught something like 25 or 26 individual students plagiarizing that so far this year alone. Guys, please don't cheat. Even if you can, okay? And I know many of you are plugging in nonsense answers or copied answers onto the assignment grades, okay? Those grades aren't worth a ton, so I'm not as worried about that, all right? It's one question every few assignments. I get it. I get it, okay? I get that you are so overwhelmed with work. I get that you're so tired. Okay, believe me, I am too, right? Grading 140 essays, of which there's 3 steps. Okay, I'm grading 420 assignments for every essay. I get it. You're tired. You're bored. You don't want to do that anymore. But when you plagiarize and you cheat on these answers, it will follow you because it's a very easy shortcut that you can take, but the consequences far outweigh what it gives you, okay? Those of you who have attempted to plagiarize on the essay, you know that you just got slapped with a big fat 0, okay? You know that you got a 0 on that. And unfortunately, for many of you, that's the nail in your coffin. 30% of your grade from this marking period is taken from the essays. 30%. That means even if you got a perfect score on every other assignment for the marking period, you'd still only have a 70% because you plagiarized on your essay. That's huge. 70% if you're perfect. If you even lose 6 percentage points across 3 other assignment types, you're failing the marking period with a 64 because you decided to cheat. Now, I have given every single person who has cheated an opportunity to get their grade back by redoing their essay. Not a lot of people have taken me up on it. So the 3 things that you can do to improve your grade are: 1, take every assignment as if you only get 1 shot. 2, do not rely on extra credit because it's extra credit. If you didn't put the guac on in the first place, do not pretend you can throw some guac on afterwards and save your failure of a burrito. And lastly, don't cheat. Even if you can, the consequences of doing so are not worth it. All you are going to do is learn how to cheat. And that's not going to last you very long. in life. Okay, so for those of you who needed this advice, I hope that you paid attention to the end. And on the theme of doing your work and getting it all done, there is another secret quiz, the answer to which is right here above my head. Please follow that link and prove to me that you're an awesome, amazing student. The only thing you need to do is answer the question that has this as its answer, and it will tell me who has actually watched this video all the way to the end. And no, this is not extra credit because watching till the end was the expectation for you in the first place. That's not doing anything extra. That's just doing what you were asked the first time. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching. Fill out that secret quiz and I'll see you next time.